Because even if they have staff, if you're buying out a place that has staff and you decide to keep their contracts on, someone's still going to train those staff up in how you do things. Yeah, we all do the same squats, we all do the same lunges, but it's the client experience and the core values that we do, you know, at Ellis Fitness or whatever, or Iron Girls, or whatever it might be. And those trainers will need training. And the third thing you want then is an audience. The third thing I have in place before I took over any other new location is an audience of prospects in that area. So you can make an offer, make sales on day one. So, for example, if we're thinking of moving into a new location, like 20 miles on the road, out of our initial catchment area, before I went there, I would start 3 months ahead and you start 12 months ahead by training your team ready to go over there. But also I've spent at least 3 months building an audience of email lists and phone numbers in that area too. Before most people dive into a new place and then go, right, day one, I've paid for everything. You've now got operating costs and lease out going out month on month before they think about marketing. Now they're going to go and start building a name from zero for themselves. It's going to take 2 months to even get any money back, and now they're 2 months down operating capital already before they pay any money. We go 3 months ahead. Start building a list. Whether it's like a opt-in for a guide or a video, or best thing is going to seminars over there. So you can go over there and test out how warm the audience is. Run over, go 20 miles on the road and say, we're doing a 2-hour like health, weight loss, transformation seminar. Come and learn the secrets to lose weight and feel great. And the people opt in their details, name, phone number for that for a free event. You just go over there, rent a venue, put a 2-hour seminar on. And first I'll show you kind of what your advertising might cost in the area. You'll also see how responsive it all is. Plus you'll get people who are opting in and will come along to a free event, who are your most likely buyers. The closest thing to any buyer is going to be a seminar attendee, even a free one. Because it's different, right? If someone opts in to get an ebook that says 5 steps to lose weight, are they as qualified as someone that comes to a 2-hour seminar that teaches 5 steps to lose weight? The content is the same, but someone made more personal investment of time, energy, money to get there. Someone who opts in for an ebook, probably 4% will read the damn thing. You do a free seminar, 20 to 30% will turn up. And you can even test the water with an offer right there. Or just keep running it. And you do that, maybe run a seminar every 3 weeks for 3 months. You should build up a list of 1,000 people easily, and 300 have turned up to the event. And you can start doing pre-sales, notification, waiting list, anything like that. And again, you're also branding yourself as a speaker. It's the fast way to brand yourself. So you're now branding yourself in that area as a go-to expert. It doesn't matter if you're at a gym there or not, right? And you guys, you're in shape, you look good. People can just look at you and go, he knows what he's talking about. They're good-looking guys, they're in shape, and you can also say you run blah 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 gym and you made over 10 dozen transformations or whatever. So you don't need a gym to have social proof over there. But again, and what is this? That's another strategy again that the competitors over there are not going to copy. They're not going to copy you and do a 2-hour seminar. That's way too much work and guts they haven't got. That's what we're moving into more seminars, public workshops, public education, things that no one else is going to copy. You've got to learn to be uncopyable, right? So use things like Facebook ads and things that they will copy, but to promote things they won't copy, right? And so that's 3 things I have in place. You want some operating capital, so you're not going to go bankrupt buying a second place. You want a couple of team members ready in place to take it over, so you're not going over there doing all the work. And then you want an audience in that area. So it should take you, if you're going to do a clean buyout of a new place or second, it should take good 6 to 12 months to get to that point. But you'll evaluate the assets that business already has. Maybe they have an audience of unconverted prospects. They've been running ads for a while. So you evaluate all these things. And the truth is, they might have an audience. They've got over a 2,000 email list, but they're not even sending any emails out. Cool. There you go, right? So you just start retargeting that list, and you'll turn that to talent. Like you're just like, 2,000, and you'll be working everything you can as a buyer to drop their valuation down, poke holes in their business. So they'll go, oh yeah, we've got a list of 2,000 people. You go, great. What's your warm engagement like with that list? You track the stats. How often you send emails out? And they're like, I send once a month if there's an offer on. What are your open rates? What are rates? What are your click rates? How warm and responsive is the list to you? And they'll go, oh, it isn't. You go, well, from your seller standpoint, that asset's worth nothing to me then. You just you devalue it. Like, you know you can make money off it, but that's your buyer's incentive. You can make money because you have skills, but it's not worth it to them because they haven't got the skills to turn it around. So as a buyer, you're buying into the value they're presenting, not the value you can bring to it. Same with a car or anything, right? And so maybe someone's got a car, a special Ferrari with a blown up engine, they can't afford a new one. Maybe you've got that engine sitting in your garage spare. So the car to them without the engine is worth shit. To you, without it, it's worth the same. But that's your prerogative, that's not your problem, it's their problem. They don't know how to sell it. So you look at seller motivation and buyer motivation, and you can get these things off at a much lower price than it's actually worth, or what it's worth to them. You're buying it, you buy the price it's worth to them, but the company, the asset, have more value to you because you have skills and resources to turn it around and fix it and flip it. So yeah, you might find that they might have an audience unconverted, but if they haven't if that audience isn't warm or they haven't leveraged it as much as you could, you can still get it cheap. Alright? So yeah, does that answer the question with that?
It does.
A few considerations, but don't overthink it at this point. I wouldn't go too far though. Keep it close to home in the beginning. When you build a management team or a regional manager, then you can probably expand out to a third location or a slightly further. But I think if you go much further than 15, 20 miles, it would have to be a really good offer, like a really good asset on the table. Like, it would need to be very self-functioning, so it takes less time, more hands-off for you, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it literally just.
You got somewhere in mind, or?
I do. I actually know. I mean, I can't do it.
It's not Will's doing, is it?
Nah.
Will's doing it. 100,000.
No, I actually have a young guy that I've talked to a few times and just went by there when I was not actually operating my gym. Before one of my coaches went part-time, which is how I ended up getting back into operations. But before that, I used to have a little guy, a young guy I was mentoring. And really what you're saying is exactly how he feels. This is more of a job for him than it is anything. And I have such a good relationship with him. And to be honest with you, he's located in a better market than I am. See, I'm in Downey, which is, we have pretty good income per household there. But he's in Orange County, which is a much higher, you know, the money where he's at, he's in a great part of Fullerton, which is really easy for him. He's right off the freeway. So he can literally go York and Anaheim Hills, areas that there's a lot more money to be spent. So when I look at it, it's definitely not anything I can do right now, but that's definitely something I would, I mean, literally how you put that together. First thing that came to my mind was just, and I wouldn't care if I changed the name or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about the name. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, a few things you look at when it comes to like valuation of a company and everything. First thing, like again, you said, you look at 12 months previous profit, pre-tax profit, times by usually a multiple of 2 to 4. So I would just go to the low end and say, time 2. So if the company did, 100K profit last year, you could start base evaluation as a rough guideline would be like, that times 2, like 200K. You can buy them for pretty much, right? That's a base evaluation. Then you can either start, the seller will start looking at ways to add back, say why it's worth more than that, and then there's a buyer who's looking at things why it's not worth that. And that's when negotiations start, right? So, okay, 12 months profit times 2 is a base, yeah, but I'm in a really good market, so I'm going to sell it for, I want 250, not 200, but then you go,
your ag costs are going to be more in that market you're talking about than what yours is.
boom, right, no, back to 200 again, and they'll look for another way cool thing they've got, you'll find a counter to it. I've got a 200,000 list, but the open rates are shockingly bad, and you've not built a relationship with them, back down again. And eventually, again, if you understand business and that, you'll find more holes, you'll find more negatives than pluses in the business, because businesses have more negatives than pluses. To be fair, same with my companies or anything, like you'll find more negatives if you know how to look hard enough. Every scratch, every chip, every dent every bit of mileage you can knock down on the company somehow and find a way to devalue their assets, you can get it at a better price. Because at the end of the day, like any sale, it's made emotionally. You get them to, take the offer you're giving them, and they'll take it. So yeah, we can go more into that later on if you guys want to as well. And I'll give you a checklist as well to make your own company more valuable too, which is going to help if someone wants to acquire some of your company. If you want to give your shares in your business, someone to an investor or equity partner, you can find ways to make show the value in your company too. And this is important to do anyway, I think, because one exercise I give a lot of my clients is I think every business owner should go and find a broker, like a Shark Tank, like how Shark Tank has made investing in businesses like the cool thing to do now. So you'll see everywhere, any state, there's so many angel investors and Shark Tank kind of wannabes that will do days where you can go and pitch your business. You can go and pitch your business to an investor anytime for free, because they're just looking for the opportunity now. It's a cool thing to do now. And I think every entrepreneur should go and do that, because there's no better test than put your business plan together, go and pitch. Whether you're thinking of taking the money or not, you're not going to take an offer, but go and see if you can get an offer. Because you go and present to a couple of sharks or business investors, and they'll rip you to shreds in 5 minutes and give you more feedback for free than the next 10 marketing mentors will give you. They'll do it for free. They'll literally burn your asshole and let you walk out of there for free. And you'll be like, thank you, sir. Please more, right? And I think there's no better way to get real feedback. Because they'll tell you everything that's wrong with your business, mostly financial, mostly lack of long-term thinking. They do the same thing. They're like, what are you going to do in 5 years from now? What if no one cares about this anymore? What if the market changes? How much operating capital have you got? How many months' lifeblood does the company have? That's the main thing it's going to ask you. That's why I start talking about that first. But yeah, I think every company owner should go and do that. And you might get an offer, and if you do, then great, explore it. And use techniques I share with you to knock their evaluation down, tell them why they're wrong, and you're actually going to go further. But I think everyone should go and do the exercise anyway. It's open, I guess, in most states you can go and do it, or find 1 or 2 investors. You can look for a quick broker online even, and most brokers will only work for a success fee. So they'll put you in touch with the investors, but they don't get paid if the deal comes through. So I would say go and have a look into that and see if you can find places that will do it, and go and prepare to go and pitch in a month's time. And you'll learn a lot about yourself and your company when you do that.
There was something in Florida where every Wednesday they would do that. I think it was called A Million Cups or I can't remember. I have to look, but it might be all over. I don't know. I'll see if I can find the name of what it's called.
I know what, you guys have watched Shark Tank and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What is the number one problem all the entrepreneurs fail with in their businesses? They get grilled on.
They don't have it.
No numbers. So think about investors are they don't have much choice to go for. They want to invest, they want to believe in you, they really do. But 99 out of 100 don't even know the numbers. If you just know some of your numbers, you have an infinitely better chance than most people on there, just because you know some of your numbers.
And you're more likely to have a better business, because most people ignore their numbers because they're scared to look in the face at what they know is wrong. That's huge. I used to do that. I know you used to. We've had these conversations before. Looking at your numbers and owning them and looking at them all the damn time is the best thing you can do for your business. Is it kicks your ass in gear. And you start. I remember when I first started looking at my numbers for my agency, I went in a 3-month period 5x my business, because I just looked at it as this sucks. Let's fix this. And you make things happen. You stop making dumb decisions and putting off a problem. Because that's what we do. That's human nature.
Yeah. Well, you know how to do it with weight loss and tracking, right? You tell your clients track what you're doing, track what you're eating, track your calories, track your workout. What happens? Results through the roof. There's just awareness and intention and clarity. When you focus on, you get more of. So same with numbers, yeah. If you guys want to do a profit analysis, my team can give that to you. Just book a call with my team. They'll do a profit first. We'll do the assessment with you, and we'll run it through our algorithm, which you give us some basic numbers, and we'll show you over the last year, we know how profitable your business was and where your cash flow should be managed. Have you had that done yet, Trace? Have you done the assessment with the team?
Yeah, I did it with, how to say, Errata.
Errata, yeah.
Errata.
How was the experience for you on that?
It was awesome. I mean, it was awesome.
Not scary, frightening?
Well,
You can be honest, it's okay. It's not
no,
sensitive.
well, I knew where, I mean, I pretty much knew. I had gone, before I, did the call, actually I went like a month or whatever the series was with her, and, but I had went out and purchased the book prior, and so I had already started it prior to that, so come the conversation, I already, you know, understood what she was gonna do, and I already knew what my numbers were. For me, it was just, it was separating out though, what was kind of cool about it was it separated out, you know, we retired my husband, and that money, is dividend money because we're paying out our family, but I was showing it as an expense. And so when I pulled that out, I saw that how profitable or how much money my business actually was and has been making for the past 2 years, but it's being paid out to him, you know, that extra. But it made me realize, you know, that we do have an amazing business, and it's just my struggle every month is because I pay him and I just need to get past, you know, that part of it. But that was kind of cool. But I love the model of putting money into profit, you know, and that part of it. And to be completely honest with you, because we just make it every month, and I have cut everything that I can cut out to make that gap less and less of a struggle every month. So I haven't been able to truly implement it the way that I want to, but my hope is, you know, in the next month or so to be able to, for what we're doing, you know, to be able to start doing that. So it's awesome. And I kind of shared with Will a little bit on the thing about, I had mentioned, I know the profits, but it makes a huge difference, and I want to show profit in my business, so.
You want to prioritize profit.
Yeah.
Make it a habit, not an event.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I wish that I would have had that information and that system from day one. Like, I can't even, it blows my mind on where I'd be today if I had that system 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we're quite professionals in it now, my team through it, because, you know, people don't realize in business, like, cash flow management is what you build your business on.
Yeah,
Cash flow management has to come first before strategy.
yeah. I wouldn't have
Before action.
expanded.
Most people, we take actions and then we go back and track the finance, see if it worked.
Yeah.
But think about that, like, you know, with your calories. You don't like go and eat a load of food and then go and track, like, did I get enough calories? It's, you look at your calorie quota first and you take actions and do things you can't and can and should and shouldn't do based on the quota.
Yeah.
And that's based on the cash. So most people don't know what to, before they're asking, like, how much cash can I make before they even know what am I going to do with that cash when it comes in. And so we've all done it. So we make $100 and we spend $100.
Yeah.
First of all, a portion of that belongs to the government, the taxes, and they tend to frown upon you if you don't pay that to them, apparently. Not that I know anything about that, but good friend. And you know, so, you know, people, yeah, and because we have this employee mentality still, we're self-employed people trying to run a business, and so we have a job mentality. We think what we earn is ours and it's ours to keep. But it's not, you know, and we also box ourselves in, and if you're not allocating money aside to cover costs outside yourself, you are going to be stuck doing that work forever. So before we talk about systems, you know, before we talk about, like, you know, hiring people, we have to talk about systems. Before we talk about systems, we have to talk about culture and principles and core values. Before we talk about that, we have to look at cash flow management, right? Because learning money is more important than learning business.
Yeah.
Business is what you do on top of financial management education. And most of my education, like, I don't have like business mentors, so to speak. Only the last couple of years I've worked with a few business mentors. My upbringing was I hired investors, like people like Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, kind of people that do investment strategy. And I just ended up like Rob Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of the first books I read. And I just always learned, because to me, a business is an investment vehicle. It's not a hobby or a job. It's like, it's something you invest in a certain amount of time, energy, and money, so it produces more time, energy, and money back for you. You know, like Real estate is an investment strategy. Buying a lottery ticket is an investment strategy. Not a good one, but it's an investment strategy. And you look at business the same way. It's the same thing. It's an investment vehicle. It also helps you detach emotionally from it too. It's just something you're putting a certain amount of time, energy, money into to give you an ROI of that same time and energy. Like as simple as that. So we'll do a little bit on cash flow management, and then we'll go into the hot seats then. And some of the guys can share some of their stuff too. But yeah, when it comes to cash flow management, so this is the first question you're gonna ask is, what am I gonna do with $100 when it comes in, right? And the fastest way to do this again is to start allocating and dividing up, you know, the profit first system that we use is just dividing up your cash flow in multiple pots or sub-accounts in your bank account, right? So, and some people do this already. They have like a revenue account and a separate tax account, and that's good if anyone's done it before. That's like a level 1 of doing this. We now add just a few other sub-accounts, so we divide things up. And the reason this all starts is because most entrepreneurs and fit pros are in a struggle because they focus on growth more than profit. And growth you can call growth, revenue, scale, all these things, right? And they focus on growth, like make more money, get more clients, and they don't focus on profitability of like what you keep. Same thing, if you want to bulk up, it's focused on eating calories from anywhere rather than getting lean calories. So you might grow, but you're going to add on a lot of fat as well. And then you're just going to go into a diet cutting mode and you're going to shave all that fat off again. Right? And that's what we do in business most of the time. It's not efficient in business. If you put most people I've seen fit pros go to 5K, 10K, 20K, 60K. And I've known entrepreneurs making 60K a month, but they live on their parents' sofa because they can't afford their own rent. You don't want to end up in that position because the more that gets, the more growth, the more scale you have without profit, again, the more quickly your business can be knocked over in minutes and you've got more to lose.